Did you know that you can hack your brain to be smarter, happier, more efficient, and more successful? The human brain is incredibly powerful. Look at how far humanity has come. We've colonized the whole planet, developed technology that would blow the minds of our ancestors, and sent people to space. That's all thanks to the squishy pink blob in our heads. Although nowadays, for many of us, our brains can get in the way of achieving what we want in life. Let's take a look at some mind-hacking techniques that can rewire your brain and potentially change your life for the better. Welcome to Wiser. Conceptualized in ancient Greece and more recently popularized by the TV show Sherlock, the Mind Palace or Memory Palace is a strategy for memory enhancement and a way to mentally store information in your mind. By visualizing a familiar space that you can recall with great accuracy, such as your home, workplace, or neighborhood, and placing information that you wish to remember at points on a journey throughout that space, you should be able to later recall this information by going on a memory journey through that space in the same order each time. Instead of simply trying to remember information, you are attaching information to a much more strongly retained visual memory and activating different parts of your brain, which can provide much more accurate recall of the information. Greeks and Romans employed the Mind Palace technique to memorize speeches. To write something down in that era was expensive and time-consuming, a luxury not to be wasted. A study of 78 medical students tested the effectiveness of the Mind Palace technique for retaining medical knowledge. All students were given lectures on the information, then 28 were randomly chosen to practice the Mind Palace technique. All that used the technique agreed it was helpful, and 92% of them were able to recall the facts better than the other group. Did you know that smiling, even a fake smile, can trick your brain into being happier? Studies have shown that activating the muscles associated with smiling stimulates the amygdala, a part of the brain that processes emotions, to release neurotransmitters that encourage a positive emotional state. Fake it till you make it really works in this case. Going a step further, it has been proven that laughter reduces stress hormones and blood pressure, relieves muscle tension, and decreases depression. Even finding something funny without the physical act of laughter boosts dopamine in the brain. Forcing a laugh is a whole lot harder than forcing a smile though, so next time you need a boost, seek out whatever it is that gets you a giggle, such as stand-up comedy, a friend, memes, your favorite YouTuber, or even a try not to laugh video. Many spiritual teachers believe that our highest purpose in life is to play, have fun, and spread happiness. So it shouldn't be of much surprise that smiling and laughter are an important part of healthy brain function. You may have experienced something called flow state before. It's that sense of absolute fluidity between body and mind, where you are totally absorbed and extremely focused on a task or activity. You become one with the task at hand. It may become deeply satisfying and effortless. Some call it being in the zone. By reaching flow state, we can achieve extreme levels of concentration, increasing efficiency, a sense of clarity, and knowing exactly what to do next. A clear mind without obstacles, distraction, or self-doubt. It's also described as an intrinsically positive experience by those who achieve it. The pleasure of being in the moment and doing something you are passionate about, giving a lasting sense of well-being, happiness, and fulfillment. So how do we get into flow state? Well, you need to care about the task. It can't be too difficult or too easy. Ideally something that you are good at but still presents its own challenges. You need to eliminate any distractions that could pull you out of this state of mind. And you should be focused on the journey, not the destination, such as an artist absorbed by each brushstroke or line, or an athlete focusing on the sport, not the medal. Time seems to become meaningless, and you become one with the activity. You'll make some of your best work almost on autopilot. There is no thinking, just doing. Visualization is a powerful tool if you can do it. Not everyone can, but according to studies and research papers, if you exercise an idea, task, or goal in your mind, your brain will begin to respond as if it were real. The thalamus, a part of your brain responsible for processing information from your senses, and which also plays a role in sleep, wakefulness, consciousness, learning, and memory, it can't tell the difference between the inner realities of your mind and the outer realities of the world around you. Let's say your desk or room is messy and you want to clean it, but you're struggling to find the motivation to do so. Close your eyes and imagine yourself in the space, but imagine it as clean and organized, exactly how you want it. Observe how great the space looks and how it makes you feel proud or satisfied to have completed the task. By visualizing a concept, it begins to feel more attainable and real. And this is the first step in motivating the other parts of your brain to take deliberate action in the world. This method can be applied in many different ways. A study in Ohio even found that people who visualized working out in their mind and didn't actually hit the gym still saw a 13.5% increase in muscle mass. A cold shower in the morning to some can seem like an awfully unpleasant way to start the day, yet many have taken up the habit because of the supposed health benefits, both physical and mental. A study in the Netherlands of over 3,000 people found that those who ended their showers with a 30 to 90 second cold shower had a 30% reduction in sick leave at work, compared to those who just had warm showers. 64% of the cold shower group also continued this habit long term because of how good it made them feel. Cold water appears to activate the sympathetic nervous system, the part of the nervous system that governs the fight or flight response. When this is activated, you get an increase in the hormone noradrenaline. This is what causes the increase in heart rate and blood pressure observed when people are immersed in cold water, and is linked to the suggested health improvements. Research has shown that cold showers increase circulation, boost metabolism by up to 350%, as well as providing mental benefits such as increasing alertness and brain function, boosting dopamine by up to 250%, reducing anxiety, and having an antidepressive effect. Cold showers have also been shown to strengthen willpower and resistance to trauma. By forcing yourself into a stressful situation and enduring the cold, you train your mind to be better equipped to endure stressful situations in day-to-day life. Journaling has become a bit of a buzzword in recent years, and you've most likely heard of this self-improvement technique many times before, but it's more powerful than you might think and not one to be ignored. At its core, journaling is the art of self-discovery and self-reflection. It's the practice of writing down and reflecting on your mind, your thoughts, feelings, ideas, and plans. Numerous studies have shown that journaling can reduce levels of depression and anxiety. It can improve your mood, greatly increase productivity, and even lower blood pressure. A 2006 study showed that it can be as effective as cognitive behavioral therapy for reducing the risk of depression in young adults. There are many different kinds of journaling to explore, such as morning pages and bullet journaling, with different styles and goals. Research has also shown that when you write something by hand, such as a to-do list or your goals for the day, it's a much deeper sensory experience than typing on a keyboard or a smartphone. Your memory of handwritten words is tied to the movements required to make each letter, and you'll retain this information easier and for longer. Nootropics are another interesting and emerging field of brain performance, popularized by the movie Limitless, in which the main character begins taking mystery pills that turn him into a super genius. Believe it or not, you've most likely taken nootropics in your life. Whilst I write this script, I'm actually sipping on a methylxanthine alkaloid found in the seeds, nuts, or leaves of a number of plants native to South America. Or you know, caffeine. Caffeine reliably increases alertedness, attention, reaction time, and focus, but the effects are dose-related, as too much can result in tension, anxiety, and jitteriness. Synthetic nootropics such as Adderall and Ritalin are designed to enhance focus and decrease impulsivity by producing dopamine and norepinephrine. Although these can increase focus and motivation, the drugs have a long list of side effects, including anxiety, depression, hair loss, headaches, insomnia, weight loss, high blood pressure, and hallucinations. Natural nootropic products, which include a blend of vitamins, herbs, and amino acids such as theanine and tyrosine, have also risen in popularity, though research on particular brands is mixed, and it's best to look into the safety and effects and best dosage for each individual ingredient. One of the most important brain hacks is also one of the most obvious: meditation, a practice which goes back thousands of years with many different methods. Learning to meditate is like any other skill. Think of it like exercise. It takes time and consistent practice to achieve your goals. There's tons of research on meditation that boasts an incredible range of benefits, including stress reduction, controlling anxiety, improved emotional health, enhanced self-awareness, increased attention span, potentially helping in fighting addiction and memory loss, better sleep, decreased pain and blood pressure, and you can do it anywhere, anytime. Meditation is about training your awareness, being mindful and in the moment, controlling your breathing, and simply observing. You're not trying to turn off your thoughts or feelings, and you haven't failed if they keep coming through. You're learning to observe them without judgment and let them pass. A 2018 study by the US Department of Defense compared meditation with other therapies for PTSD with 203 veterans. The results showed that meditation was as effective as prolonged exposure therapy in reducing PTSD symptoms and depression, and the veterans who used meditation showed an improvement in their mood and overall quality of life. Did you know that you can take control of your dreams and become the god of your unconscious realm? It's called lucid dreaming, and through practice of one of many different methods, not only can you dream and do whatever you want whilst you're sleeping, you can also stop nightmares in their tracks. Several studies have associated the ability to lucid dream with increased mental health, self-confidence, creativity, and psychological resilience in the face of traumatic stress. Lucid dreaming has been advocated as a therapeutic approach for chronic nightmare sufferers, allowing them to take control and have a less stressful night's sleep. The real gold nugget though of lucid dreaming in terms of brain hacking is that you can potentially practice skills with real-world impact. Just like with visualization, a study has shown that someone who dreamt their workout gained more muscle than someone who did nothing at all. Students have also studied and recalled already known information whilst dreaming to reinforce their knowledge in preparation for exams. Video game designers have even tested out game ideas in their dreams to see how entertaining they might be. We all know that regular exercise is good for our bodies, but you might not know how good it is for your brain. A study by the University of British Columbia found that regular aerobic exercise, the kind that gets your heart pumping and the sweating, appears to boost the size of the hippocampus, an area of the brain involved in memory and learning. Physical activity also releases endorphins, the feel-good chemicals of the body, which in turn reduces stress and promotes healthy brain function. There's also a connection between exercise and academic performance and creativity. When studying for long hours, a low-intensity workout can actually boost mental energy levels, allowing you to keep going for longer. Studies have also shown that exercise boosts creativity. So if you're in need of inspiration, your big idea or creative solution could be just a quick jog away. Most of us are aware of the power of music. Many people use music to increase their mood, to motivate themselves during workouts, or to focus more when studying or working. Even shops use it to keep people in the store longer and to increase sales. Music obviously has a significant impact on our mental state, and research has shown that listening to music can reduce anxiety, blood pressure, and pain, as well as improve sleep quality, mood, mental alertness, and memory. Music has been shown to activate some of the broadest and most diverse networks of the brain. Of course, it triggers the auditory cortex close to your ears, but that's just the beginning. The parts of the brain involved in emotion are not only stimulated by emotional music, they are also synchronized. It also activates a variety of memory regions and keeps brain pathways strong, including those networks that are involved in well-being, learning, cognitive function, and happiness. This incredible level of brain stimulation is quite unique to music. It's literally brain food. Speaking of brain food, your brain needs a whole range of nutrients to work at peak performance. Even though your brain is around only 3% of your body weight, it uses a whopping 17% of your energy. Some of the most essential building blocks for healthy brain function and mental performance include omega-3 fatty acids, B vitamins, vitamin K and E, zinc, and lycopene, an antioxidant known to protect against dementia. A Brazilian study which presented its results in 2022 looked at the long-term effects of a diet containing ultra-processed foods with over 10,000 participants. They were evaluated over the course of 10 years, and the results concluded that those who ate the highest amounts of processed food which generally contains less nutrients and more harmful additives, had experienced a massive 25 to 28% faster decline in cognitive function over those 10 years. The study took place in Brazil, where ultra-processed foods make up around 25 to 30% of their diet. In Western countries such as the US, the UK, and Canada, these foods make up an average of around 50% of the diet. By avoiding these inadequate and harmful foods and adopting a more natural, fresh, and varied diet, we can improve our mental performance and longevity. Another more recent discovery relating to food is the impact of gut health on your brain. Several studies have made links between the state of our gut microbes and cognitive function, as well as diseases such as dementia. We've all heard the phrase gut feeling, and there is evidence to suggest that the gut is in some ways a second brain. Many people experience the connection between the brain and the stomach, such as feeling nausea or a pit in their stomach when anxious or stressed. A troubled intestine can send signals to the brain, just as a troubled brain can send signals to the intestine. A US study of 600 participants found that microbial composition of stool samples was significantly associated with cognitive function. Scientists have found that short-chain fatty acids produced by the microbiome of a healthy intestine may be neuroactive and influence the gut-brain connection. Fruits and vegetables are the best sources of nutrients for a healthy microbiome. They are high in fiber, which your body alone can't digest. However, certain bacteria in your gut can digest fiber, which stimulates their growth. Consuming a diverse diet, as well as fermented and prebiotic foods, and foods containing polyphenols, are key to building a healthy gut biome. Having the right balance of microbes and bacteria could be paramount to experiencing a healthy and productive mindset. If you're looking to level up your brain, I recommend looking deeper into these techniques and seeing what works for you. If you want to learn more about mind hacking, there's even more crazy techniques out there, such as chewing gum for alertness and memory, and the power of positive mental statements, like telling yourself you smell really good, actually causing people around you to perceive you as more attractive. Thanks for watching this episode of Wiser. Hit that subscribe button, drop a comment, and I'll see you next time.